Tay Keith is too hard. Tay Keith is too hard. What's good, everyone? It's Adam from MyMusicMole. Welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to go ahead and break down Cardi B's Hot featuring Kanye West and Lil Durk. So let's get straight to it. All right, so first things first, the tempo is 157 beats per minute, and the key to this one is E minor. Let's go ahead and start off with that main sound that we hear throughout the entire track. So this sound right here is broken down into a couple different parts. The way I recreated it was I played out the melody and then I bounced it in place and reversed it. So let's go ahead and take a listen to the original melody, MIDI melody. It's broken down by four different sounds here. We have this bell sound. This is the pattern. Now that is using a preset in Logic Pro called Broken Bells. And then I layered that with a toy Glockenspiel. Same pattern. That's also using a stock preset in Logic Pro mallet toy Glockenspiel. And then we have this sound over here. It's another belly type of sound. Same pattern. And then lastly, we have this clock sound in the background. All right, and then everything mixed together, it's basically, but that just sounds like a complete mess. So what you do now is you'll bounce that in place and then you'll reverse it. And then once you do that, you get this right over here. So I separated this into 3 different sections. So I got my high section over here. So the sort of like this glitchy type of sound, which is this one over here, the broken bells, just reversed. And then I have the other 2 sounds over here. So this one and this one over here played back and reversed along with the clock. And I took that exact same audio, bounced it in place and pushed it down 1 octave to get a lower portion of this melody. And it gives you like this pad type of sound. And it just fills out that entire melody. So all 3 together sounds like this. It's not exactly like the one in the original track, but it's fairly close. I'm pretty sure he used, I think I know what instrument Tay Keith used on this one. If I did have to guess, or if you do know, let me know. But if I did have to guess, I think it was Kinetic Toys from Native Instruments. But there you go. There's the sound remade in Logic Pro. Next, let's get to the drums. So we got the snare sound over here. Next up, we got ourselves a hi-hat. This is the pattern right here. Then we got ourselves the big, huge 808. So for the 808, what I did here to get it really massive sounding, I opened up an instance of Logic's Fat Effects over here. And I put a little bit of soft saturation on the distortion module over here. For the compressor, I just used the default setting that loaded up. It really just makes it wide and full. Listen to it without. It really puts it to your face like the one in the track. And then on the master, I just did some soft clipping over here about pushing it in just to get a little bit more of that distorted clip sound. And all the drums together. And then we get a nice white noise riser that you hear in a lot of tracks. So there it is right there. And then it goes into this sort of this like stomp type of sound. It's this right here. Now to get that sound, I actually used an 808 sound. It sounds like this. It's like a classic spins type of 808. And then I applied an EQ just to take out a lot of the lows and just focus on the mids. and then added in a bunch of reverb to give it that sort of stomp sound, and it's very close to the one in the track itself. All right, and then the stomp with the drum sounds like this. And then of course we get in the classic Tay Keith sound effect, and it's right here. Which takes us into the next section. We have this bell sound over here. So for this sound, I used a default stock plugin in Logic called 1980 Sweet Pad. It's going to be found within Alchemy, using the bright and sweet performance. Just a little bit of EQ on this, just to take out some of the lows and top end. Make it a little bit darker sounding. And then we're going to go ahead and use the exact same preset. We're going to take off the EQ, push up the melody an octave, and we get this. So we go from this to that. The octave lower, octave higher. And then we get this one note piano using Logic's Diamond Grand Piano over here. It's just hitting on the root note of the song key, which is E minor. And this section sounds like this. All right, so now let's go ahead and just play through the session in its entirety. Alright, so right there is the remake to Cardi B's Hot featuring Kanye West and Lil Durk. If you have any questions on this, we can go and chat in the comment section below. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later. Peace.